Jesus of Nazareth, a figure shrouded in history and reverence, is best known for his public ministry. He preached love, compassion, and forgiveness. His teachings, centered around the kingdom of God, captivated the hearts and minds of common people. Parables, stories imbued with deeper meaning, became his tools for conveying profound spiritual truths. Jesus' public teachings emphasized humility, charity, and faith. He taught his followers to love their enemies, care for the poor, and seek spiritual enlightenment. His message resonated with the marginalized and offered hope for a better world. However, beyond the widely known parables and sermons, whispers of secret teachings have echoed through the corridors of history. The idea of secret teachings is not unique to Christianity. Throughout history, many cultures and religions have harbored the notion of hidden wisdom, passed down through generations to a select few. These teachings were often considered too profound or potentially dangerous for the uninitiated, and thus they were shrouded in mystery and secrecy. Many ancient wisdom traditions embraced the concept of esoteric knowledge. In ancient Egypt, for instance, the priests guarded their sacred knowledge closely, sharing it only with those deemed worthy. Similarly, in the mystical traditions of the East, such as in Hinduism and Buddhism, secret teachings were often reserved for advanced practitioners who had demonstrated their dedication and understanding. This knowledge, reserved for initiated disciples, was considered too profound or potentially dangerous for the uninitiated. The idea was that only those who had undergone rigorous training and preparation could truly grasp the deeper meanings and implications of these teachings. This ensured that the wisdom was preserved and transmitted accurately, without being misunderstood or misused. In the case of Jesus, the existence of secret teachings is hinted at in the canonical Gospels themselves. The Gospels, while accessible to all, contain layers of meaning that were likely understood more fully by those closest to Jesus. This duality of public and private teachings is a common theme in many spiritual traditions. For example, in the Gospel of Mark, Jesus speaks to his disciples in parables, saying, "To you has been given the secret of the kingdom of God, but for those outside everything is in parables." This statement suggests a clear distinction between the knowledge shared with the general public and the deeper insights reserved for his inner circle of disciples. This verse suggests that Jesus may have shared deeper interpretations of his teachings with his closest followers. These deeper interpretations could have provided a more profound understanding of his message and mission, offering insights that were not immediately apparent to the casual listener. These interpretations, hidden within the parables, remained obscure to the general public. The use of parables allowed Jesus to convey complex spiritual truths in a way that was accessible yet veiled, ensuring that only those with the right disposition and insight could uncover the deeper meanings. This raises intriguing questions about the nature and content of these secret teachings. What were the deeper truths that Jesus shared with his disciples? How did these teachings influence the early Christian community? And what impact do they have on our understanding of his message today? These questions continue to inspire scholars and seekers alike as they delve into the mysteries of ancient texts and the hidden wisdom they may contain. The discovery of the Gnostic Gospels in 1945 at Nag Hammadi, Egypt, provided a significant window into early Christian beliefs and practices. This remarkable find consisted of a collection of 13 ancient books, known as codices, containing over 50 texts. These manuscripts were hidden in a sealed jar buried in the sands of the Egyptian desert for nearly 16 centuries. The discovery was made by a local farmer who stumbled upon the jar while digging for fertilizer. Little did he know, he'd unearthed a treasure trove of religious and philosophical writings that would forever change our understanding of early Christianity. These texts, written by early Christian groups known as Gnostics, offer a different perspective on Jesus and his teachings. Unlike the canonical Gospels found in the New Testament, the Gnostic texts emphasize personal spiritual knowledge, gnosis, over the orthodox teachings and institutionalized beliefs of the early church. The Gnostics believed that salvation was achieved through an inner awakening and direct personal experience of the divine, rather than through faith in the resurrection of Jesus or adherence to church doctrine. The Gnostic Gospels, such as the Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Philip, and the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, present a more mystical and esoteric understanding of Jesus' message. The Gospel of Thomas, for instance, is a collection of 114 sayings attributed to Jesus, many of which are cryptic and open to interpretation. The Gospel of Philip explores themes of sacred union and the divine nature of human relationships, while the Gospel of Mary Magdalene offers a unique perspective on the role of women in early Christianity and the importance of inner spiritual knowledge. They delve into topics like self-knowledge, the nature of reality, and the divine feminine, themes often absent or downplayed in the canonical Gospels. The Gnostics believed that understanding oneself was key to understanding the divine, and that the material world was an illusion or a trap created by lesser divine beings. The concept of the divine feminine, embodied in figures like Sophia, wisdom, played a central role in Gnostic cosmology, offering a more balanced and inclusive view of the divine. These texts challenged traditional interpretations of Jesus' life and teachings, offering a richer and more nuanced understanding of early Christianity and the diversity of beliefs circulating at the time. The Gnostic Gospels reveal that early Christianity was far from monolithic. It was a vibrant and diverse movement with a wide range of beliefs and practices. This diversity was eventually suppressed as the Orthodox Church sought to establish a unified doctrine and eliminate what it considered heretical views. They provide valuable insights into the secret teachings that may have existed alongside the more widely known public teachings. These hidden teachings often focused on the inner, mystical aspects of Jesus' message, encouraging followers to seek direct personal experiences of the divine. The Gnostic texts remind us that early Christianity was a rich tapestry of beliefs and practices, many of which have been lost or forgotten over the centuries. By studying these ancient manuscripts, we can gain a deeper understanding of the spiritual landscape of the early Christian world and the diverse ways in which people sought to connect with the divine. The concept of secret teachings within Christianity has always been controversial. These teachings, often shrouded in mystery and secrecy, have sparked debates and discussions for centuries. The early church fathers, who standardized Christian doctrine, often viewed Gnostic teachings as heretical. Gnosticism, with its emphasis on hidden knowledge and spiritual enlightenment, posed a significant challenge to the emerging orthodoxy. They argued that Jesus' message was meant for everyone and condemned the idea of esoteric knowledge reserved for an elite few. This belief in universal accessibility to divine wisdom was a cornerstone of their teachings. This rejection stemmed from several factors. The Church Fathers were deeply concerned about maintaining unity and coherence within the Christian community. First, the Gnostic focus on personal spiritual experience and direct knowledge of God challenged the authority of the institutional church, which emphasized the role of priests and bishops as intermediaries between God and humanity. This hierarchical structure was seen as essential for preserving the integrity of the faith. Second, some Gnostic teachings, such as the belief that the material world is inherently evil, contradicted the Church's emphasis on the goodness of creation and the importance of earthly life. The Church taught that the world created by God was fundamentally good, and that human beings were called to live righteous lives within it. The Church Fathers ultimately succeeded in suppressing Gnostic Christianity, but the discovery of the Nag Hammadi texts has reignited the debate about the nature of Jesus' teachings and the diversity of early Christian beliefs. These texts, unearthed in the mid-20th century, have provided scholars with a wealth of information about early Christian diversity. The Nag Hammadi Library, a collection of Gnostic writings, has shed light on the rich tapestry of beliefs that existed in the early Christian era. It has challenged the notion of a monolithic early Christianity and highlighted the complex interplay of ideas that shaped the faith. Today, the discussion continues as scholars and theologians explore the implications of these findings. The debate over secret teachings and their place in Christian history remains a vibrant and dynamic field of study, inviting us to reconsider our understanding of the past and its impact on the present. As we delve deeper into these ancient texts, we uncover new layers of meaning and insight, reminding us that the quest for knowledge and understanding is an ongoing journey. The controversial nature of secret teachings continues to captivate and challenge us, urging us to look beyond the surface and seek the deeper truths that lie within.